I hate camping out.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Mahog Sar. That makes 4.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Here's a radiant flush! Here's a Gemini radiant pierce! In here! Let's get you all tucked away. Tempest! Toxicity! Take it! You're mine! Glacier! Crush all! Raging Star! It's now!
Take this! We're in good form!
I wonder if we can use this.
Get lost!
Double Demon Fang!
Throbs in pain.
Far enough! Radiant rescue! You guys jump for cover! Only getting started! Now!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Charging us!
That's what my shield says. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
There with the others!
Look sharp.
Excited!
Swordblade
Now!
Alpha!
Tiger Blade!
Raining Slash!
There's more where that came from. Maybe something's... going on in the forest.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Radiant Thunderblade! Again! Gemini Aqua! Here's toxicity! There! I'm only getting started! Glacier! Crush all!
charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Not today!
You are in hero state.
As soon as I'm done here, I'll come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Make it rain! Wow. Oh, look what I just found.
There's something in the water. I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done. There's a nice breeze here. Yeah! Nothing's biting.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Oh, we've got a lively one. I'll let you go this time. Reel it in. I'll get you next time. Reel it in. You've got to know when to quit. All right. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
Now where might those fish be? I've got something. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Not too shabby, friend.
Oh! I didn't think I'd catch something this big.
Are we going to be able to finish all that?
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us. Okay!
I'm always amazed what he... healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to... thank me.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought, after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No.
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh rending cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it and...
This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary art.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving? Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Not on my watch. One more.
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
Glacial fire. Breaking
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Breaking storm.
Gemini Aqua. Radiant here.
Radiant cascade.
I'm not done!
Tiger air thrust. It's over. I'm ready. Here. Let me help.
This is it.
Flaming meteor. Get on in there with the others.
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
This one's mine!
Let's go.
Freeze Lancer.
Rising Wyvern!
Go.
Here I
It's
come!
over. Now. Go. I'm only getting
Glacier. Crush it.
I'm out.
Let's make it rain!
Take
Here
that!
goes.
Good to know my training is paying off.
All right. There's nowhere to run from my heart.
When he slows down, that's our chance!
In a bind?
It's like trying to keep up with a wall. Radiant light.
It's hot.
All right. Here. It's just I'm going in.
No further.
Go get it. One more. Light it away. Thunder.
It's one.
Take it. It's over. Lasers crush all. out of this! Going in! We got our energy! Let's go! Radiant, pierce! I'm out! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
You require a hand.
Gale Force!
Can't get out of this!
Severing Wind! This one's yours! And again!
Rising Wyvern!
Radiant, pierce! It's going!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
In the wind!
Sword Rain Alpha!
It's time! Tiger Blast! Darling! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course. Natural.
We can really make weapons with this?
Visible.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renin doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. as strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
I wonder if we can use this. I'll do my best! By the power of shattering the sheet!
This one's mine! Finish it! Take this!
Lightning condensed! Thunderblade!
Too fast!
Stand back! I'll trip it up.
I'm only getting
Started!
ready!
Falcon!
Where are you going?
Lightning thrust!
Far enough!
Radiant Raging Cascade! Leave the enemy's arts to me!
Nope! Right here!
This is the wind! Air thrust! I can do this all day!
Demon Fang!
Here goes!
Demon Fang!
Light action in the wind!
Pieces!
Seal!
Attack time!
Healing circle!
Did you just hear
We
me?
managed to turn the tide!
I need you,
For now.
remember?
But things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay alert. Go time flash! Whoa, hey! One at a time!
Demon Fang!
Raging Cascade!
Burn in hell!
You've got a knack for battle.
I still plan on training them.
That's what I like to hear.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Now, here I go! Air thrust!
I think I'm getting stronger.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Here I go! Radiant, here! In here! This will come in
Airborne beast. My special.
Raging Cascade! Here goes!
We got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it! This one! Air thrust!
All yours!
Toxicity! There! Not in your dreams!
Lightning Water!
Hands in the wind! By the power Air thrust! Lightning! Lightning!
Rising Wyvern!
Where are you going?
Hurricane!
Now!
Rising Phoenix!
Shattering astral energy!
Say no more.
Got it!
Well done! You're open! One more! Zephyr Trident! You're open! One more! Miasma! Raging Storm! Sighted! I'm only lightning! Sighted! I'm only getting started! My astral energy!
We managed to pull through.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
I won't forgive you! Miasma! By the power of Glory!
You picked the wrong fight!
Now you see what I can do!
Glacial Spear.
Swallow blade!
Find freedom! Look at me just
Make your way!
Sia, can you take care?
Astral Energy. Full throttle. Raging Cascade.
An astral
Here. That's my cue.
Shut him down!
In here. More for the stockpile. My Oswald. Here it goes. Here I go. You're mine. Ready? Here. Lightning.
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
I'm not trying to be dramatic with it.
Still, it's a part of you. Embrace it.
Healing. Well, looky here.
Brace yourselves! This one's time!
Get from behind me!
Shattering the pieces!
Tiger Blade! Here I go!
Good shot. A banana. Let's go.
Water!
I'm only getting started.
Not today!
Thunderblade. Lightning. Downfall.
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
Let the marksman handle this.
Raging Cascade.
This one's
Right.
mine!
I can do this all day. Gemini Aqua. Lightning. Sweep
You little ones are hardly worth our time.
Astral Energy. Full throttle. Blah, blah, blah. Magic.
I'm all stuffed up!
Sealed.
Rising Falcon!
I'll be saving this
I'm
one.
gone!
Dazzle!
All right. It's showtime.
This time!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
That's far enough! Will this help? How about
Glacial Spear.
Here's Evil.
Burn in hell!
Thunderblade.
Florida! Going in!
Severing way!
Lightning. Downfall. Arc Seal.
Now you see what I can do!
You're mine!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the bubble leaf!
And just like that, I'm back in!
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno! Double Demon Fang!
Radiant
Sword Rain Alpha!
Lightning. Downfall. I never miss.
Double Demon Fang!
Here I
Make your
go.
move.
I'm only getting astral energy.
Say no more.
Got it!
Well done.
Lightning Thrust! Rising Falcon! Dragon
Miasma.
Swarm!
I'll heal you all.
Demon Fang!
Tiger
Will
Blade.
this help?
Here's the Raging Cascade.
Healing circle. Hey, now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Time to burn.
Shattering!
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong. When battle is a part of your everyday.
More Danny Moons here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
But maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
Going in.
Order won't save you!
Let the marksman handle this. We managed to turn the tide.
For now, but things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay alert. Very well. Astral energy. Full throttle. Seven Eye Aqua.
Make it rain!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Out of our way. On guard. My ally. I'm only getting one mine. On guard. Lightning. Take it. You're mine. Right here. I never miss. Here I go. It's over. Way.
Alphen!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops! Yeah!
Let the marksman
Nice
handle
technique.
this.
Rising
Now, I'm out of ammo. Kitara frozen.
Hammer!
With this, I can become even stronger.
I wonder if we can use this. Like moths to the flame.
My armor! Decay!
You picked the wrong fight!
Toxicity! It's over! Zephyr Trident! Throw it!
Sword Rain Alpha!
By the power of water! I'm only getting started! Here I go! Not in your dreams!
Denied!
Severing Wind!
Radiant Pierce!
With precision like that, I'm glad you're not on the other side.
Likewise for you and that shield.
Best to stay in one another's
Turn
good
the
graces.
tables on you!
There are still more left!
Right! No time to hold back!
All yours, Kisara!
Raging Cascade!
It's on!
I'm out of ammo! I'm all stuffed up! I'll be saving my expert! Coming through! Annihilation! Raging Storm!
I got it.
Got what?
I can chop up vegetable scraps and use them in the seasonings.
Should've known that's what it was gonna be about.
Everyone okay?
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know.
I won't forgive you! Here I go! You're mine! Tiger Blade!
Not today!
Radiant Light! I
Demon
never
Blade!
miss!
Double Demon!
Not on my watch!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Raging Cascade! By the power of water!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Time to fly! One more! Blazer Throttle!
Going
in! Wind Astral Energy! More with that
Now you see what I can do!
House this!
Denied!
By the power of water! Raging Order! Target Blade! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
picked the wrong fight!
Lightning! Down!
You're all primed and ready! I know...
I never miss!
You're mine!
Don't mind if I do!
Sword Ring Alpha! Come and face me!
Blazer Blade! Tiger Blade! Tempest Sword! Laser Flight! Time to stop! Raging Cascade!
Ready and ready!
Tiger
Blade! Take this!
Lightning! Down! In the wind! One more! In here! Seven Lightning!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolitor!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
Here I go! Denied!
Not today!
I never miss!
Here I come!
Look sharp! I'll heal you all!
Prepare to be sealed.
Do they not teach you to say thank you in Dana?
Not to a Renin, they don't.
Now! You're open!
Will this help?
Going in!
Heal more! Healing! Air drop!
Let me see what I can do.
Finish it!
Kisara frozen!
Hammer!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Right, here goes!
It's time!
You picked the wrong fight!
Don't mind if I do!
Tiger
Can't
Blade!
get out of this!
Sword Ring Alpha!
By the power of
Lightning! Downfall!
I'm gone!
Blazer! Take it!
Sword Ring Alpha!
I'm now back into the fray! Go!
You're mine!
Radiant
You're mine!
Arch field! Lightning! Take it!
I'm
I'm only getting my I do!
Here! This one's mine!
Thunder field! Go more where that came from!
Make it break!
Destruction!
Sweet
Anything in
dreams!
armor is all shot.
So those are Danon after all.
Something you want to say?
Not so long as you keep them pointed toward the enemy.
Now!
This one's all mine!
Make it break!
Double Demon Fang!
Here, let me help!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet and... The true power of the blazing... sword.
It's only as strong as the one who wields it.
You truly mean that? Thank you.
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
If only I were a cat.
No choice!
Throbs in pain.
I never miss!
This one's
Burn
yours!
Burn in hell!
Go get it!
In a vine?
Raging Cascade! Art expert!
Target ready!
I'll be
Where are
safe.
you going?
Now! Take it! Astral energy!
Say no more. Got it.
Well done! Going in by the power of water! I'm only getting lightning! Downfall! Wind astral energy!
Didn't even break a sweat.
Right, here goes.
Gemini Aqua! Don't mind if I do! Porno! Light astral... Miasma! Tiger Blade! Zephyr Trident! Here I go! Go get him! I'll leave you all!
Try this. Finish
I
it.
think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
Who said anything about letting off?
You're mine! This one's mine!
Armor won't save you. Rising
Shield now! Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
All thanks
This
to
one's
you.
mine! Where are you going? Hands in the wind!
You've got a knack for battle.
I still plan on training, though.
That's what I like to hear.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Why'd you hear me?
To stop you dying? I need to be stronger.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does. Which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Leave the questions to me! Deny!
I was overconfident.
You pay for that!
Handy.
Who the hell are you? Bastards!
This guy's not normal.
Speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Switch to offense!
Now you see what I can do!
You're mine!
No further!
Rising water!
Here I go!
While it's reeling!
Take it down!
Don't mind if I do.
Sword Lane Alpha!
Take it away!
Take this.
You hold on!
You're mine!
Switch to offense!
Here! I'm not done!
This one's mine!
You're
Ready to go! Denied!
Dragon
Here.
stop!
Piercing roar!
Die.
This one's mine!
Ready and ready!
Glacial Fire!
Armor won't save you!
Benediction.
Take this!
Don't
Frickin' does it!
Here I... First strike!
Benediction light.
Entertain me.
No! Can't end here!
I couldn't make it in time.
Take this!
Enjoy. Benediction.
Going in!
Not here! Pierce through!
Take this.
Poison!
Enjoy.
Here I come! Strike!
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought you
I'm
were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niaz, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rep. Hey.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Danon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just... What's that big tower over there?
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Made it through another day.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. See you guys tomorrow. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Yeah, if only I were a cat.
Not this way, I guess.
Take it! I'm only getting started! Let's get lightning! Downfall!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?